Okay, we are kind of storming outside. I think I'm going to put that loft floor down. I gotta check my truck, my spare truck, make sure I got a tool I need for that. If I got it, I'm gonna go after that. I'd like to do that and then maybe start the stairs today. At least get those going. So I got a little bit of stuff to move around, so we'll try to set up some cameras up there and go after it. Let's turn that on. I've got the edge of this loft I'm gonna do here. I have a single joist on the outside of this frame. I'm gonna double the joist so it builds into there, and then that would be flush with this at that point. And then what I'll do is on the back side of that, I'll put a purl in there like a base, because I sort of suspect I'm gonna be walling this off from that space down there. So at that point, we'll have sorry, I said purlin, I meant girt. So wall purlin right here in the center, and then I can put pine on them on the back side of those, and it'll all look kind of the same up in here. So I think it'll give me a base to butt the decking into there. And regardless of whether we put a handrail here or a wall, I think that'll be the correct move to keep me moving this morning. So I'll go dig those out. You'll like this. It's trying to snow out there. A ways from sticking, but maybe not. It's starting to whiten up. Awesome. visits. All right, we're caught up to this this part right here. We're gonna go cut some blocks and run them up on the lift and work from there. Okay, wrapping it up here for the day. About 5 courses of decking to put on there. I got the row of blocks in. All the decking is prepped and ready to go. One of my cameras died. Everything put away. We're ready to go. This camera's shooting the good again, so I'll be able to use it. That's what those two look like. The ones around the stairs are 4x4, like full 4x4. So these were scraps. I think it looks better with the rest of the frame through this section. Not sure what we're doing for infill yet. It might be 2-inch pipes. We'll see. Probably for sure a solid wood top cap of some form or another. Let's go to the last one. Two plus. These are all hanging down an inch or so, maybe an inch and a quarter, just for a little shadow line. One of the reasons I do that, I may or may not include this, but a lot of times a rough sawn wood shrinks at different rates. It hasn't been sized by a planer. Like a lot of times they'll mill it and dry it or steam dry it so everything neutralizes, then they'll run it through the planer mill so it's all roughly the same size, because it'll all shrink or grow or do whatever it does at a different rate. So when you do a rough sawn job, they can go both ways. So sometimes not trying to flush everything up is a better deal, and it's kind of part of the look. So that's what I'm doing. And then these are all set to where I could use a thicker beam top for those. Don't know what we're doing for the railing yet. So, but anyway, I'm happy with what I did there. All right, we got a little split set of stairs here. They run from this level here to that landing, and they turn and go up. I've measured this here. It's 106.5 plus 1.5 inches of decking that I don't have yet, but that's what'll be going there. So it's finished floor to finished floor. It'll be 108. So we'll go lay those out. All right, we've got, make sure we can see this, 106.5. We've got the landing framing height. We've got 1.5. Thickness is 108 total. So we'll go 108 divided by, I know there's 14, equals 7.714 hundredths. We'll subtract the 7 minus 7 equals times, we want 1/16 of an inch, equals 11.42 sixteenths. So it would be 7 and 11/16 plus a little bit. Oh, and then our run is a little bit over 10.5, only because that's what the top dictates, but we're just gonna call it 10.5 for this lower set because our tread material is 12. That'll give us 1.5 inches of overhang. So our stair run will be 10 and 1/2 inch. All right, that's our rise and our run. Okay, here's another quick opportunity for math. Just with using a standard, like a standard iPhone sideways fancy calculator. I have, let me write this with a Sharpie. We remember from our sheet that we have 7.714 and we have a 10.5 rise. So we can cut this pattern with our chop saw, which is not usually a luxury I keep on my framing jobs. But we can go 10.5 divided by the rise, 7.714 equals, we'll go over here, we'll hit second function, and then tangent 1, and that will give us a degrees of 53.69 degrees, or just under 54 if we can get it. And that will pivot to 60 over there, go in one direction. So we'll go cut that out, and then we'll come back. If you wanted to proof that, we can clear that. Just as an aside, we know at 12 and 12 is 45 degrees. It's 45 degrees, so you can go 12 divided by 12 equals second function tangent 1 is 45 degrees. And then there's all the other ones along the way that we know by heart over the years of pitches, like 5 divided by 12 second function tangent 1. And this will either be 22.5 or 67.5 depending on which way you want it, because it works both ways. So there's 22.619, and that's correct, 22 and 5/8 degrees, but everybody goes 22.5. So again, we got 10.5 divided by 7.714 equals the second function tangent 1, 53.69.
Let's see, 53.69. 1, 2, 3. Slightly over a half degree. Right. 11/16, 10.5 plus a tiny touch. I'm going to go with it. Just remember, you're looking at this upside down. This is, we divided that into 14 steps, the top of the landing being the 14th. So that means there's 13 treads. We've stepped off the placement of all of them to place the brackets here. And then this is the tread where it'll interface or run up against the header at the top. So we'll get a mark here, and we need to transfer this point up high enough so that it intercepts. What I may do is just run this wild. I can definitely cut it off so it's at the same height as the decking, but we just need to draw a picture of where this interacts with the landing so that we can make our cut and set the piece.
Okay, that's better there. I had a little gap there, so I took this loose and just kind of rocked it in with the screws in the back, so we're good there. All right, round two. I'm going to capture a tiny little bit of this one more time just in case I mess up some of the other footage. So that's number 2. That gets covered by the bracket. Number 3, the bracket's here, so you won't see that. I've marked that before. There's the top, stepping it off. That's there. I marked the top on that corner. Swipe along the bottom of the tread. Mark the back of the bracket, the front of the bracket, and the number of the bracket. All right, we are ready for treads. I had to put in a little bit of English there. Pull my come along down. It's all tied together there. I haven't done the bottom yet, but I'll get that here in a minute. All right, there's 2 of the 12 footers cut down. I'm just gonna keep cutting treads and setting them in there. I haven't screwed anything in yet. We'll go through it all at the end and place them all. Okay, that is loaded up and ready to go. I'm gonna follow it home and work on something else at the house there for the rest of the day, and we'll film that too. I just came up here to trim this loft out, and I got a little guy here in need of assistance. Hello, little Junko. Say hi. Let's go get you outside. A little real talk here. I laid this one out and I made a mistake. There's a notch that comes underneath that double joist, and it was the first thing I laid out. So I'd remember to cut it out, and it was the first thing I cut off when I started back in on that one. So I think I've got enough material to cover it. I made sure before I started doing this one again, but yeah, it is kind of a clean look when it goes in. So we'll install that. I got this awkward little corner here. Had I thought about it a little more, I might have tried to work that in, but I didn't catch it till it was too late. So as a filler, I'm just gonna drop that in there for now, and I may continue to dial that in. That's just a placeholder for now. Not exactly sure what I want to do. I'll figure it out, but I'm gonna keep decking. Okay, wrapping it up for the day. Finish the loft, handrail to decide on. Upstairs done.